Sydney Rogers, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is May 27th, 2020, and we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studios, where I am joined by Jim Senacropi and Katherine Chase from the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail, which means it is the last Wednesday of the month already, and we're going to drink something good. But before we get to that, today's show is brought to you by Bottomless Brewing in Geneva. We can't wait to have everyone back in our tap rooms, but until then, curbside pickup will do. You can place your orders online, and they have a link that you can find on their social media or on our deals.fingerlakes1.com site. It's botbrew.revelup.com/web order. Like I said, you can find that on their socials. And you can also bring your own growler that they will sanitize. And pickup is from 12 to 4 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays only right now. And that's at 3543 East Lake Road in Geneva. So Fridays and Saturdays, you can bring your own growler, or you can go and place an order and pick up whatever you want from them, which is a pretty good deal.
And hopefully not too long before we get back to normal. Friday is phase 2 reopening in New York State. That
Woo!
is retail.
I love it.
Not restaurants yet, but we're moving right along.
So by retail, do they mean like boutiques and little shops can open up?
CV designs or flower shops. Your Destiny USA mall is going to open.
That's going to open. That whole mall is going to open.
Some stores can, some stores can't.
So weird. But a restaurant can't open. Ugh, drives me crazy.
Soon enough.
But anyways, welcome. We missed you for a whole month.
I know, it's been forever.
How has life been for you?
Life has been, Isn't
that what everybody says right now?
I mean,
we said that
the standard answer is it's good, but it is
what
it is.
Doing
the best we can, yeah.
But you always bring us a little more joy because you bring us some yummy drinks to drink. What will we be diving into today?
So I have hard cider that the wineries offer.
Yes.
So I have two options today. So hard cider is made similar to wine in that it is fermented with a fruit juice. Instead of grapes, it is apples.
Yeah.
And it's made very similarly with the fermenting process and the yeast, yada, yada. So I won't bore you with that. I will do a did you know, which is my son's favorite expression. He goes, Mom, did you know? Then he spits off random 6-year-old facts.
I love that.
Did you know hard cider is gluten-free? So if you have celiacs or just don't want to drink or eat glutens, this is your jam right here.
I did know that, actually.
Well, great.
Did you know that, Jim?
No, good. I'm not concerned too much with gluten, though.
I'm not.
I only know because I have some people now in my family, which I've never had before, but TJ's family has some gluten-free people, and I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. Little things I would never know that.
Just makes it that much better.
Yeah, it does.
So who I have today is Thirsty Owl and Buttonwood.
Yum.
So Thirsty Owl is in the green or blue cup, and Buttonwood is in the purple or orange cup.
They're so fun cups.
These are my kids' cups because I didn't have enough wine glasses at home to bring that weren't mismatched.
Hard cider.
Cider.
Which one do we want to start with?
So definitely start with the darker cup. The Thirsty Owl is drier. So the higher the alcohol content, same with wine, the drier it'll be. So the Thirsty Owl is 7.1% alcohol by volume.
Oh,
and I have another quick fact before I get into this. So I Googled, what's the difference between hard cider and apple wine? Because, so Montezuma offers an apple wine. The difference is actually the alcohol by volume. The government states if it is 7% or less, it is a hard cider. If it is 8% or more, it is an apple wine.
Huh.
So Montezuma's apple wine is 12% alcohol by volume.
Is it still bubbly?
I don't think it's as bubbly.
Yeah,
but that's a choice as well when they're making it, whether they want to add that effervescence. So the Thirsty Owl hard cider is called Fujac. It is named from the blend of apples Fuji, Jana Gold, and Jana Mac. They are grown locally at Cahoon Farms in Wolcott, up in the Ontario County apple country.
Yes.
So it is fermented to nearly dryness and 7.1% alcohol by volume for this one.
That is a nice cider to sip.
It is really good.
Summertime.
Nice and hot out. Drink that cider. So the next one is Buttonwood Grove's Original Hard Cider. This is made in conjunction with Beacon Skiff. The owner is actually 5th generation Beacon Skiff, so it's not the same recipe, it's not the same flavor, but it is made in conjunction with them. It's made with a blend of various different apples, semi-sweet, slightly effervescent, with a delicate amber color, which you can't tell in the purple glass.
Can't tell in my cup.
Yeah, and so this one is 5%, 5.5% alcohol by volume, so it is a little sweeter. Yep.
I like ciders. I find that I can drink one, and if I drink more than that, then I'm going to get all I'm like sick.
Yeah.
Because of it being too sweet?
Well, headache or, just not feeling great.
The whole works.
With cider.
Well, that's the sugar, I think, because apples have so much natural sugar.
Yep.
So even a really, really dry cider is going to be a little sweet simply because of the nature of the apple.
I feel like when trying ciders, have always found them to be a little more sweeter, but this Thirsty Owl one is very surprising to me, and I could drink more than a few of this one.
I could too. Well, it's an entire bottle of 750 milliliters, so maybe you should stick to at least one bottle.
They're doing the ciders in like full wine bottles, right? That's something different. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends, I think, on how they want to bottle it. So Buttonwood also has a raspberry cider that is a little sweeter that they also have in a similar bottle. They used to have a rosé cider, which was delicious. They no longer carry it, but it was only offered in cans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know really what difference it makes.
Those are both really good.
They are very good.
And really different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see a lot of them in the bottles, in the cans, but not so many, I guess. Maybe it's just because we are uncultured swines, but
I don't think it's that. I think it's just, it's a bottle that they may have already had for something else, so it was easier to use for.
I like it in a bottle.
Yeah,
I think it's great. And
but you have to drink it all right away because the bubbles are only going to last a couple days.
Right.
Well, that's
so
okay.
Definitely drink it, and it's hot enough. I did kind of pour a little heavy, but
that's okay.
The cider isn't as strong as the past 2 spirit months. So.
I think we handled those 2 months pretty well.
Yep.
So. Jim, just chug that whole drink.
Just to show aside that the wineries do offer other things besides wine. They have the spirits, they have the cider. We'll see. I might be able to bring them more cider. Might bring some more beers. We'll see how the reopening phases go for us and what I'll do.
I think it's great that we're able to have so much variation around here, and to use, like you say, for Thirsty Owl, those apples come from Wolcott.
Yeah.
And for Buttonwood, they're getting from Beacon Skiff, which is just down the road.
Yep, Lafayette.
So that's one of the cool things about what's going on with all the wineries and breweries and distilleries.
The collaboration and keeping it to the state. Mm-hmm. And we have a huge apple country up at Lake Ontario. So you might as well.
It is huge.
Yep.
It's just as big as the grape down south.
So for both of these locations, are they both offering curbside pickup right now?
Yes. Thirsty Owl is curbside pickup only or delivery. Buttonwood, you can go in and buy the bottles, or you can do curbside pickup or home delivery.
Thirsty Owl will do delivery too? They both do delivery?
Yep.
They ship it.
Yeah, they'll ship it. Yeah. Buttonwood will, within reason, deliver to you.
But you can go out there and
it's a
stock
nice
up.
Drive.
It is a nice, but I like the stuff to get sent right to my home.
Yeah, so you can do that with both of these options. You can do that with all 14 of our member wineries, actually.
I love it. I think I remember, I wasn't sure because I know you said some spirits.
Spirits,
there's issues with
there's a different liquor authority rules as far as spirits are concerned.
But ciders and wines. Go for it. You can get it from all 14 wineries.
So it's hard on everybody, but particularly for Buttonwood, they usually thrive on the live events, the live music this time of year. And with the weather breaking and everything, I'm sure a lot of people are missing being down there listening to live music.
They're not the only winery. Like Americana, they had music Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
Pretty much year round. And live entertainment is considered phase 4.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're missing out on the musicians are missing out on the work.
Very
the
much
wineries the venues are missing out on the revenue generated by having these acts, and so it is tough. But you're right. Entertainment is stage 4, but
I think it's a bold phase 4 is, because that's when pretty much everything else
to the
opens
wall.
up. Yeah,
but they're batching a live show at Buttonwood Grove with a concert at CMAC. right? I mean, that's what they're saying.
In theory, unless they divide it out. But
Siri.
And so the wineries are part of phase 3 for reopening for on-site consumption, which earliest will be June 12th.
Okay,
that's if everything goes smoothly, if phase 2 is announced for this Friday, and if phase 2 goes well. I mean, technically phase 2 hasn't even been announced yet, correct?
Right, but it's supposed to start Friday, and they say you can jump ahead, which that hadn't happened. I thought that we were going to jump. I thought we'd be to phase 2 before Friday, but it didn't happen.
I didn't.
At least in the Finger Lakes here.
Yeah.
That's what they've been saying is that, if we hit our marks, that you can move through the phases 29. Faster. But.
I've been seeing a lot of people like in the barber shops and salon businesses saying that they're not even going to open until June something. Even though it says like Friday, they haven't even got a definite.
Just because you can open in your phase doesn't mean you have to.
Right.
And especially like one of the frustrations I'm sure every single business has is that there's no regulations or guidelines being given out. Phase 1, they got them 2 days prior to.
Yikes.
And that's a little different because most of them were operating anyways. But like the wineries, the restaurants, if they don't have guidelines until 2 days before they're able to open, how can they adequately prepare? So be prepared. Just because phase 3 may start June 12th, they may not be ready to start seeing people until the following week. And many may be by appointment only to crowd control and social distance. It's going to be a learning curve for everybody.
Have the wineries talked about what their tastings will look like going forward? I mean, because you used to just walk up to the bar with your group of however many people and
stick your hand right in those crackers.
Again, it's all kind of speculation without having those exact guidelines. Some may move to flight options where you can on nice days go outside like with your own group. Some may be appointment only to social distance. It kind of depends on their tasting room size, kind of depends on the weather also.
Yeah, everyone does it a little different already, and some of them already do the flights.
Yeah.
Which is cool, except for the fact that on some wineries, I do like to go one by one and have the person pouring tell you a little bit about each one before you drink it. When they give you the flights all at once, you kind of forget by the time you sit down.
And you're told what to drink, which I don't always enjoy.
Right.
But I think that those who do flights will probably get really creative with various flights. And maybe you just choose your 5
That's
or 4.
what I thought. It would make sense.
Some may be predetermined, some you may just choose. But it'll less contact with the server. And hopefully it's all just temporary, but we kind of do what we got to do for now to be able to open up and start seeing people more regularly.
Do you see after July 4th being normal? Or do you see the whole summer being...
I see the whole summer being different.
I think that's being realistic.
Realistically, yes.
What about just if you could look in your crystal ball for the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail for the fall? Because I think the fall is the harvest time. That's the best time to go wine trailing. Do you think it'll be more of a normal experience by October?
It's honestly hard to say. If we get that second wave like they predict, we could regress a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, I try to stick to the realistic side and not get my hopes too high up, but I think we're all kind of being on the safer side of our thoughts, that the whole summer into fall may be the new norm, not our old norm. There may not ever be the old norm. Everyone's changing.
That.
And change is good, and we're kind of all forced to change and adapt. And I think I said this last time, I'm so proud of the wineries. They've all thought outside of the box for various ways for engagement and to get wine to everyone. And I hope they continue that path even when we're reopened, just because it gets different people.
Now, this is a tough question, but without naming any names, have any of your member wineries, or have you heard of other wineries in the Finger Lakes that are not going to make it to the other side?
I have not heard of that, which is great.
That's really good that you haven't heard that.
I think everyone was creative enough. And in fact, I was actually told yesterday was nationwide, about 60% of online wine sales are new online wine buyers.
Wow.
Well, that's good.
So I think with the fact that we can ship, thank you PA for closing your liquor stores, that helped us a lot. But, just that has helped detrimentally. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Exponentially, yeah.
It's
too hot in here, but that has helped a lot. Many of the wineries are offering different deals each week to keep people engaged, and that's really helping them a lot. And I hope it helps them further, but
it's hard to gauge, and I do it with restaurants too. When I see a restaurant just killing it with the takeout, I say, is that even like half of what they would do if it was a normal day where people were flowing in?
But they have less staff. on.
And less expense.
So
a lot of them aren't stocking their food like as much as they were. They're just doing, select items. So I think when we talked last week to Casey, she still said that she's not making as much as she would have in this time,
but more than
has found different ways to actually.
She's got the family style meals that she's offering. I like the different restaurants doing that, and everyone's doing what they need to do to keep their doors open until they can be more open.
I think that wineries and restaurants should have like an annual thing where they bring back like their drive-through pickup thing just one day or something. It's like, remember, this is what happened.
Don't foresee that going away now. We're kind of now getting used to not having to do anything. Like, I'm here, bring me my wine, and they bring it to you. But there might be that just all the time now. If you know what you want, might as well. It's just like Instacart. That's not going away.
Yeah, you
Uber
could just
Eats or whatever.
Switch some people over to someone works just at that little pickup line. I
get
think
your wine after work real quick. Don't even have to get out. Yeah.
I believe that that things will eventually be exactly like they were before. I don't think that. People like to go out to dinner. They like to, I think it'll end up being exactly like it was before. And honestly, the talk about this being the new normal wasn't bad before. It's not like we were all sickly before because we were interacting with each other.
We were forced to have a new normal. It's not like really we were. It wasn't our choice.
We were pretty gross and we didn't realize it.
How was it gross? And what's going to happen, now what are we all going to, like, if we go forward with this, all our immune systems are going to get weak because we're not exposing ourselves to anything.
That's true, yeah.
I don't know. I'm 48 years old. I made it this far. Doing all sorts of gross stuff. Eating at restaurants.
Don't want to know about them. Don't want to hear about them.
Well, I'm talking about things that we consider normal, like eating at a restaurant.
Breathing.
Breathing in the same room with 3 other people.
Shaking someone's hand, though.
Shaking hands.
I could see, like, if you didn't think about it as much before, like, where was this person's hand before this? Now it's like, maybe I'll just have an extra hand sanitizer.
Well, as a woman, that's different. As a man, I want to shake your hand. I want to look you in the eye. I want to say hello.
I told you, I'm a hugger, so it's been bad. I could hug someone and not have
germs all over yourself.
Yeah.
I've shaken 50,000 hands in my life, and I somehow have made it this far.
Wow. You know what? I agree to extents. Like, I'm seeing a lot more people not wearing masks now in the stores and stuff, and I'm like, they're like, oh, let's just fight against the government.
Yeah, I went into Walmart, and there's a lot of people without masks in there, and I was like, I thought they had to wear them.
Yeah, like, they're not really enforcing it, and I just feel like maybe they have their beliefs, but I feel like I wear a mask still sometimes for other people because I want to be respectful almost. I'm not worried about me, but I'm worried about someone else who might have a weak immune system or someone else who just doesn't feel comfortable. And
who's these people that are not wearing masks? Like, I don't like wearing the mask, but I
do
it because who are these people that think they are? Like, usually they don't look like the brightest bulbs in the bunch.
Different beliefs.
So they're like, they think they know more. They know more than the CDC, or they know more than what the doctors are recommending. I want to see some references.
I feel like girls or girl like myself, I've had to get more masks than I even want because I wear it and my makeup comes off on the mask and I'm like, this is disgusting. I don't want to put this back. Yeah, I on the
They're really hot to talk. Like, so I was upset when I realized I was recognizable in my mask. I thought I could be like in disguise.
I've got away with.
So I've had to talk to some people, or had to act like it's punishment. I've talked to some people, but it's so hot talking in the mask. So I've taken it off to conversate, which defeats the purpose.
Yeah, you're just like.
But I'm trying. I'm doing what I can, and that's what we all are hoping to.
The masks are hard now. It's hot out.
Yes,
it definitely is. Like, I go shopping like once a month. I get a huge big haul of food, and that is like, I feel like I'm working out because I am trying to go as fast as I can so I can get this mask off so I can stop sweating and like just worrying. I don't know. It just grosses me out.
I do feel bad for the workers who have to wear it all the time.
Absolutely.
I'm wondering if the medical ones are
breathable?
Less hot.
They're a little better, but
I
got a headband scarf type of deal,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just always use the ones that they said to use, and they are.
Yeah, they're hot.
I have one right now that has a rip, like, right by the thing. I was like, screw it. I'm like, I am not going to get another one yet. I was like, I'm going in, and you can't see it because my hair is covering it.
The masks pose questions for the tastings as well, and eating in a restaurant.
That's right.
I saw some creative people.
Lift it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And we don't have those instructions yet as consumers or businesses.
People are creating masks that have, like, you can... Oh, I saw someone, it was like a wipes.
Oh, yeah.
A baby wipe, and then you lift the lid for your mouth. And I was like,
well, I was really live streaming a municipal meeting last week, and I have an oral fixation and cigarette addiction. And so, like, when I have to go do something like that for a couple hours, I bring up, like, a blow pop, a couple blow pops, and so I was getting ready for the meeting, and everybody in the building has their mask on. I got my mask on, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
How am I going to do this?
You could chew gum underneath, I guess.
I stuck the blow pop inside my mouth under the mask, so, like, the point of it.
You're like one person I saw, and I was so like, why? They had their mask on, but it was down around their ears, down enough so they had a cigarette that was sticking out, but it wasn't lit. They were just holding the cigarette there when they were picking up their food, and I'm like, what is the point?
Hey, it said to have the mask on. It didn't say where it should be on.
Yeah. It's crazy. This is the things that you look at, and people would judge people for, like, other things. Yeah. Now you're, like, judging people for like, your whole mask is up here or completely not covering you. Yeah. What are you doing? I don't know, but cheers to that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And how about some photos?
I can go into some photos while I drink this great cider. I literally love both of them. So let's start it off with a gorgeous sight on a hot, sunny day along Seneca Lake in this photo by Chad Lahr. Or me. Hi.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. I love that. That is a good shot. I saw that already.
No,
I saw this
that's
on
off
Facebook.
the back of their deck down there, and they've really turned that into like a little paradise.
I know. I was actually going to reach out to Jess yesterday or something. I saw a Snapchat, and they just have their whole thing set up. It looks so nice.
Might as well.
Yes. This is a quiet day on Honeoye Lake. Photo by Mary White Potter.
Oh, that's over there.
He's slacking over there. Oh, that's cute. I like that too.
Now there's some social distancing for you.
Yep.
Yes, that person is loving life though. Anybody I feel like that fishes regularly, they're like, oh, I don't have anything to do. I can just go out on the lake and fish. Even though I'm starting to see a lot more boats out already, and they're not social distancing. An all-American showing on Honeoye Lake this past weekend. Again, photo by Mary White Potter.
Flags for sale.
Love it. What is that, like, splash in the water there?
That's a jet ski coming at us.
Oh, sweet body.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Doesn't that look like a jet skier?
I don't see a jet ski at all. I just see the splash. Oh, wakeboard maybe. On what, though? Yeah, I don't know.
It's a person on something. Let's just go with that.
They're walking on water.
Yep.
This photo by Ben Coulson from Kershaw Park on Canandaigua Lake. A great summertime view. Look at all these photos, though. Like, it just explains how the weekend was into Memorial Day. It was just perfect. This person, I can't read it, Thomas Shizing, sent us this photo showing spring in bloom in the Finger Lakes.
Those are peonies. They're peonies.
Peonies.
Peony.
I do peonies.
Peonies? Peony.
Is it?
Yeah.
She seems very
I am
sure.
very confident.
Yeah. So, we're going to go with that.
Peonies.
Wow, we only had a few photos, and last but not least, Susan Chappell captured this awesome shot along Lake Ontario and Sodus this past weekend. Oh, boy.
Yep, the leaves have come out.
It's crazy.
It's officially go time here. And, of course, we're on the other side of Memorial Day, so...
Yeah, it definitely feels like, especially in here right now, because we have to turn the air off when we're on this show. It feels like how it did outside, which I was very refreshed by. I saw people complaining already about the heat, and I wanted to punch those people.
It was 97 yesterday. We have every right to complain.
No! You know it's coming. You've been waiting for this, complaining
anything.
About the winter. Here it is. Embrace it the best you can. What did you guys do?
It's not going to last, by the way.
Oh, no.
It's not going to last.
Wait.
It's going to get
We're getting all over the place. Let's pick our photo first.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Let's pick our favorite photo. I will let you go first.
I did like Chad's the best.
All right. So I'm going with Chad, and I'm going to go with the very last photo by Susan Chappell.
That was a close second.
That was the one that I chose, so I'm going to go with you this time.
Woo! He hasn't gone with me, I feel like, in forever. So thank you so much.
The lighting and just the one
that purple tree.
It looks so
to
pleasant to be there.
It does. Like
nice and cool.
Like, yeah, maybe.
In the shade, at least.
In the hot wind that was blowing this week.
Well-manicured lawn.
Yeah, beautiful. And the water looks so calm.
Looks like there's a little bit of a breeze because the water isn't like glass, so it'll be a little pleasant.
Nice. I like it. So that photo was by Susan Chappell. We love that photo. I think it was great. Everybody who sent in photos this week were beautiful. If you like let me start over. If you would like to share a photo from across the Finger Lakes, you can click the link in the Submit Content section at the top right of our homepage at fingerlakes1.com. Now you can tell us the bad news that you started in with.
No, it's not bad. I actually
said it's going to not be good anymore.
Well, it's I didn't 97. Say it was going to be How 90. Far down could we go?
First of all, the change happens Thursday to Friday, specifically Friday. Friday's going to have a high of 84. Southwest wind's going to bring through some thunderstorms. 80% chance of rain. Friday, you could get a strong storm or two into Friday night as well, because we're going to go from a high of 84 on Friday and a high of 90 the day before to, on Saturday, a high of just 68, which is like ideal.
It's going to be awesome.
68?
That'll be perfect running weather.
Sounds a little cold. Running? You're doing running on Saturday?
It's not a guarantee, but the weather would allow me to.
I thought you meant because I've seen some virtual 5Ks and stuff. I was wondering if you were going to jump
I do like to run, but not lately because it's way too hot for that.
Yeah.
So Saturday, mostly sunny, high near 68. Beautiful day. Overnight, Saturday and Sunday, down into 47 for a low.
Nice sleeping weather.
Great sleeping weather. Then Sunday, sunny, high near only 62, which is still great if you ask me, especially if it's sunny. And then heading back to work next week on Monday, it'll be the first Monday of June, 64 degrees for a high and sunny.
I feel like that's going to feel so much colder than what we were just used to this weekend.
Yeah, it is 30 degrees less.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Remember when that was hot?
Yeah, right.
When people are like, I love that. When that first peak of 50-degree weather and everybody's out walking.
My son's like, can I wear shorts? I'm like, it's a little too early for shorts.
It's 47.
Maybe wear some tall socks.
I allowed shorts this past week, actually.
Oh, yeah,
for the first
sure.
time.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so it's not that bad.
No.
Do you guys have more plans now going into the weekend? No? I have a birthday party.
Okay.
Really? For who?
My mom and my stepbrother
10
both
or less,
had their
right?
birthday. Yes, 10 or less, maybe. Maybe.
Probably not.
And we're going to go to my mom's house. That's where we've been going. That's the only place we've really been going. And actually going to celebrate a birthday outside.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah. You got anything planned?
My pool robot came in. I got to put that together and then get it in the water.
Yeah, you have to give myself and you have to give Casey an update because you talk so highly of them. We were going to see if it actually works.
Is it like a Roomba for pools?
Exactly.
Okay. Wow. That's cool.
Operates outside the pool's filtration system. You plug it in. And so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to do the final things to get the pool ready.
Yeah, pools need
I wish
to be
it was kind of
open.
ready now, but it's just not quite ready. Sorry.
The hot came a little too fast.
In it.
Yes. Well.
And then other than that, I'm going to play golf. I really want to go to a restaurant. I want to get 6-8 people together. I want to go to
an outdoor restaurant when it's nice. I want to sit outdoors. I want to, even if it's at Wolfie's, I want to sit outside on the lake and social distance my own way and eat some food.
Just have some patience, young one.
I've been patient. I've been fine.
Yeah.
But I've been saving a lot of money, which is great, really.
I think the heat is just kind of making everyone a little restless.
For sure, yeah.
So I was saying in the beginning, this was almost a perfect time to quarantine.
Yeah,
it wasn't the dead of winter, and it wasn't quite spring yet, and it was in between. So we had a little bit of snow. We had some niceness.
I agree.
Well, it was almost similar to a blizzard snowstorm in the winter, where everybody stocks up and doesn't leave once that snowstorm hits. It's just that it's been lasting 2 months.
No one stocks up that intensely for a blizzard, though. It seems like
the toilet paper is still left out there for sure.
Yeah,
but.
And Walmart is totally wiped out, and their craft section is still wiped out because people were like, "We're stuck at home. Let's learn how to do crafts." Or just insane.
I've seen it where it's been completely full, and then I'll go back again, and I'm like, Wow, I guess I just missed out, and they need to restock because there's nothing on the shelves. Definitely Walmart. I don't shop there that much, but I
prefer to go to Aldi's, but I'll go to Walmart for what I can't get.
Let's go to Aldi's. Yeah, well, I guess that's really all the time we have already.
Oh, wow. It was.
These were my favorite, these 2 ciders. Both of them were delicious. I can't wait.
Drank all of one.
Yes. I got to chug the rest after we get off.
I should do a quick plug while you chug.
Okay. Yes, all right, go.
Just a reminder that the wineries are still here for you. You can get all 14 member wineries' wines shipped directly to you from their website. You can do curbside pickup at pretty much all of them. You can call ahead and arrange it. And some do have their doors open for bottle sales.
Okay.
And
walk in.
Don't try to go do tastings just yet. I know you're excited.
You can still take a drive and hit a few of them up and pick up.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do a wine shopping tour.
Right.
But a lot of the other states that have been a little looser are hearing that we're reopening and thinking that they can come and do tastings. But we have our phased openings. You can't do tastings yet, but you can still purchase. You can still drink wine, just not there. And many have their slushies open.
Oh, yeah.
Buttonwood, since I had their cider, on Fridays they do virtual tastings at 4 o'clock, and on Tuesdays they do little tours of their facility, bottling and vineyard work and stuff like that. So
that's awesome.
Yep.
Way to be creative.
All on their Facebook pages.
Thank you so much for coming.
Good to see you again. We'll
thank you to all the
at the
wineries.
end of June.
Yes, and thank you everybody who joined us today. If you enjoyed the show, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will be back next week, of course, and until then, have a great weekend here in the Finger Lakes. Bye-bye. I'm finished.